Hello everybody, welcome to Aquatic Studio. I'm a producer. My name is Ivan Makoname. I'm a producer here in Douala. I built a studio for music, films, IT, just multimedia IT, all that, and I got some of my experience from America and England. Okay, the person who influenced me the most is Prince Nico Mbarga and the Rockafield Jazz. Now, it was amazing to see people come together, Nigerians, Cameroonians, both Anglophones and Francophones, and form a band. As a matter of fact, it was amazing to find out that two of the band members went to our best school, which was St. Joseph's College, Sase. I went to that same school later. But it was an amazing pride to our town that we had two people who had gone to a school and went to Nigeria and exploded, made the biggest song ever. Sweet Mother is the biggest song ever done from Africa, the biggest. Case closed. As a matter of fact, when I was 10 years old, I actually danced on stage and sang Christian at 10 years old. I mean, it was a big sensation in my town, Victoria, at that time. Mainly because I was Cameroonian singing in Igbo. And there was a lot of business Igbo people in that town, and they could not imagine that somebody would master the song Christiana. I mean, the reason why I was singing that way was because this great legend, the person who had done the biggest song of all time from Africa, had come to my town. He had honored us enough to come to our town. A lot of musicians never came there. I never saw Sonny Okoson. I never saw Sonny Ade. He felt it was necessary to connect with his fans, and he came to our town, and it was an amazing performance because we actually saw Jacob Guni, we saw Thomas Kokum, Moise Chumbu, Ashagasha, Franco Okoro. I'm a fanatic, so I know the names of these guys. Sweet Mother is the biggest song ever done from Africa, the biggest. Case closed. No one is bigger. But the most important thing is how much it influenced us, our thinking, our philosophy. It was so well written, not just to sell copies of the record, but to influence people by a very, very kind man. He was so kind, he could take the other side of the spectrum. Instead of talking about male chauvinism, which was popular at that time with Fela and Yellow Sisi, they had all kinds of songs degrading women. There was even one called Ashawo No Be Work, na management. I remember it. I was a child, but I remember there were a lot of songs. Lady by Fela. It was bad, demeaning songs to women, pretty much. But guess what? He changed the spectrum of thinking, and he came up with something from a woman's perspective. He said, and again, common interest. He had to calculate and say, nobody will go against the mother. And so he wrote the very, very best song. And nobody could write it better. So when he performed these songs, women will just give him money and throw money around, and a lot of men got jealous and said, we need our own father song. So he did Good Father. He tried to please everybody. He didn't have much choice. Again, he took a woman's perspective and said, what about all these women who are suffering, trying to get their own voices heard, and their parents are blocking them? And it's based on love. They love somebody, but the parent says no. It may be tribalism, it may be this. He broke all that down by talking about Now My Choice, and he actually explains philosophically why it is important to give the woman her choice. So this was an advocate, the biggest advocate for women possible, from the Sweet Mother to Now My Choice, and even before that he had Anogo Marry My Papa. So we love him for that. We love that his contribution. But it was so amazing that we could see this guy who had sung a song that changed the whole spectrum of African consciousness. Everything got changed when Sweet Mother came up. Every single thing came up. I mean, we looked at women the different way. Women had more pride. Motherhood was on a pedestal. We were all influenced how a man could write a song so sentimental. A song that a woman should actually write. A woman who has actually given birth and raised a child, but this guy did it. So there are many levels of superiority. One of my best songs is called African Unity. where he stresses that love comes first before unity. You cannot unite without loving somebody. And it's impossible to hurt somebody who you love. So he broke all the commandments of God down to love. And again, that's a philosopher. That is very, very brilliant. And he influenced me a lot. We listen to his albums over and over. Happy Birthday. And my own personal best was Simplicity. It was nice to hear that his own personal best too was Simplicity. That's wonderful to hear. But I took the microphone. He wanted somebody to, sometimes in the show they have a performance where they give the microphone to everybody to participate. And guess what? My family pushed me to go on stage, and I picked up the microphone. I was 10 years old, and I sang Christiana. And when it came to the part, I said my heart too, and I put my hand on my chest, and the whole crowd went crazy. The next day, guess what? It was in the papers. He influenced me. He did something amazing because he was good looking. He was flamboyant. He knew how to dress for the show. He knew how to put the right color of the shoes, of the platforms at that time. So he was trendy. But his vocals were incredible. Now that I'm a musician, I can actually analyze better. His songwriting skills were impeccable. You cannot take anything away from Sweet Mother. Could not be written better. As a matter of fact, there is absolutely no song that could be written better than Sweet Mother. I mean, nobody. I've been around the world. I know rock and roll. I know great songwriters from country music, and I know hip hop and all that stuff. And I respect that. I respect Bob Marley. I respect everybody. And Jimmy Cliff, who was Prince Nico Mbarga's idol and my idol at the same time. But nobody could write a song that can beat Sweet Mother concerning communication. He nailed it. I mean, it was 100 over 100. I mean, you cannot beat that song. And then the impact of the song. Till today, I don't think Africa has ever had that kind of explosion, because French Africans can enjoy it, East Africans can enjoy it, West Africans can enjoy it. It's still amazing hit. So thank you, Prince Nico Mbarga, for such a wonderful contribution. You go on 20 years and you go on 100 years after your time. You are a legend. You've left your mark. So he's timeless. He's left an impact. Big, big shoes to fill. We have to try as much as possible to write good quality songs. Songs that talk about our own social difficulties. He talked about death. He talked about sickness. There were themes that he put together to cover a spectrum of our lives and comfort. He had a comforting approach to his music. So thank you, Prince Nico Mbarga, for all your hard work. I would not be who I am without your contribution to us. Thank you very much.
They could see Mbarga Nico. Singing